Church, my brother, church.
Hey, hey,
Robin.
hands down, one of the best artists in Florida history.
As a
Hands
whole,
down.
as a whole,
Ross.
well,
Top five?
yeah, yeah, for
Top
sure.
five?
Top five for sure.
Give me four more.
I mean, mine would be shit. Okay, I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. I'm gonna say Rick Ross
Mm-hmm.
for sure. I'm gonna say Trick Daddy for sure.
Okay.
One of my favorites when I was growing up. Uh, I don't know. I hope he's from Florida, but I think he is. 21 Reese.
See, I was gonna get into that next, but
Uh,
keep going.
yeah, 21 Reese was one of my favorites. Damn. I
Yeah,
don't. Uh,
yeah.
yeah,
Kodak.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And my last one probably gonna be mm, damn.
I gotta put JC Money up there. Personally,
He might have honorable mention.
personally, personally, I gotta put JC Money up there.
You know what? No, you're right. Got to give respect where respect is due.
But what I was gonna say was I didn't even do the introduction. This to the local bar, sponsored by Goldmouth. Chris, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell the people, about a little bit about yourself real quick before we get into that.
I mean, I ain't nobody. Follow me on Instagram. I mean, y'all can see it. KLC underscore minor. Is it KLC underscore minor one? Yes, it is. I done changed my shit so
Nigga,
many
you got
times,
some
bro.
accolades too.
Huh?
Y'all say you got some accolades too. You supposed to be getting a check from the NCAA, nigga. Mr. Swack.
I am far past done with basketball. I done my thing. Grambling State University, West Hills College in California, then transferred to Fresno State, did my thing. Then played overseas for like a year and a half in Bolivia, all that good stuff. And now I'm just, trying to find a different lane for myself in life. So
I got you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We still young, nigga. Shit.
No, absolutely. It ain't nothing but time out there for us, man.
Hey, but going back to what we were talking about earlier, top five artists of Palm Beach County.
Yeah, man. I mean, I said mine, Trick Daddy, Yak.
Palm Beach.
JT
Not
Money.
Florida, Palm Beach.
Oh, Palm Beach. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna say it like this. Spro was up there for sure.
Okay.
Spro. I'm gonna have to. Okay, so I want to say Psycho, but Psycho was more on the writing tip, more so when he first started out, he was just doing beats and stuff.
Right.
But I'm gonna put Psycho up there.
Okay.
You know what? I'm really liking. I mean, he not Palm Beach, but Belgrade is considerably Palm Beach County. So, that boy, DK Arthur, he's really good.
All time.
I mean, if he continue at a pace where he don't get. I mean, I'm not wishing nothing on him or anything like that, but if he stay focused and keep making the music. I mean, yeah. And I'm gonna say Fifth Street Bree.
Free that boy.
Mm-hmm.
Free that boy. The landlord.
For sure. And how many people I named thus far? What, 3, 4?
You name 2. So I'm gonna try to give you my 5.
All right, give me your 5, and then I'm gonna piggyback on it or whatever.
I'm gonna say Suave Smooth.
Oh yeah, I did really forget.
I'm gonna say 21 Reese.
Okay.
Triple J. A lot of people don't know this when they too young. Cooley C. I feel like he was a pioneer for Palm Beach. He worked with like Uncle Luke and them like in the early 90s.
Did he ever get airplay on them damn dogs? Like
rest in peace. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
Okay,
shit, I know it's somebody I'm missing. I already said Trip. I said Suave. I'm gonna put my dog up there, even though like people don't give him his credit. I'm gonna put my dog up there. I'm gonna say Hollywood Hatch. And the reason why I'm gonna say Hollywood Hatch is not because of records sold or none of that. I'm as a performer. If you ever went to Playhouse and watch him perform, definitely got to put him up there. Now, honorable mention.
He got good energy, man.
Honorable mention. Another dude that people don't talk about enough, and I don't really know his backstory, so to speak, but I know my homeboy was locked up with him. J Red. J Red was another one. He did songs with Triple J too.
Okay.
J Red was another. That's my 5.
Okay. I mean, that's not. I mean, God, you got a pretty solid lineup there. I'm happy to give you that one. You definitely going past the second round of the playoffs.
For sure. You know, a little flavor. Little flavor, fella. Now, we're gonna talk about Palm Beach. Let's talk about spots in Palm Beach. If you want to go eat. Now I'm gonna give you a scenario.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you an idea. Hamburger Haven or McCrae's Barbecue back in the day. Not now.
You
saying McCrae's Barbecue back in the day?
You talking about McCrae's when Elder McCrae was
the daddy?
Okay, yeah.
Mr. McCrae. Not Derek or Herman, Mr. McCrae.
Yeah, they daddy.
Right.
Yeah.
So Derek or Hamburger Haven?
I mean, I'm gonna have to get the McCrae's, man. I'm gonna have to.
Over Hamburger Haven?
I'm gonna have to, bro. McCrae's for sure.
Really?
I mean,
over that goddamn grease being on that goddamn pack. You remember Hamburger Haven used to get the hamburger, and bro, you know what's crazy about Hamburger Haven? You could order 2 burgers, you not finishing both of them.
No, hell no.
You not finishing both of them.
I'm gonna tell you like this. So I'm talking about nigga just it's the end of the week, right? It's Friday, right? Actually, we getting
drunk. We getting drunk or we sober?
Oh, we getting drunk. If we getting drunk, you definitely going to McCrae's. I don't care.
We leave it. Okay. So you painting the picture now. We leaving the Sunset, or we leaving T-Rays? Let's paint. We gonna paint the picture. Let's paint the picture now.
T-Rays, or you said T-Rays or what now?
We leaving the Sunset from downtown. Or we leaving T-Rays from Rivera.
T-Rays.
And we drinking.
T-Rays.
Now finish the story.
So we leaving T-Rays. It's a Friday night. You saying fuck? Well, Yeah, you want to get some. You want something to eat. You're gonna go ahead and get that rib sandwich, and you're gonna get the twist. You're gonna get the twist with the sauce.
Oh man.
You going to, bro. As a matter of fact, let's just say that Thursday, your people's in already got the plates. It's just you didn't finish that shit. And then you just, you know what I'm saying? You didn't got real drunk, you hungry, but you just realized, oh shit, I got McCrae's at the crib. You finna go warm that plate up.
Hey, real quick, hey, the bread's still on there?
Man, oh my God. And then what you do, and then you take the piece of bread, right? You're not even gonna put it back in the toaster because the sauce already been on it. It didn't soak all the sauce up. But you still not satisfied, bro. You're gonna take the bread and you're gonna wipe the whole aluminum foil with the sauce all still in it, everything, bro. Promise.
Okay. So since we taking it back, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talking about McCrae's. If you're from Palm Beach, we talking about McCrae's barbecue or hamburger heaven, like at their peak. That's what we talking about. Mm-hmm. Now, we said T-Ray's, you said McCrae's. Now you got to remember now we not in current time. We taking it back a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
So what we drinking on? What we drinking on?
That is a good question, bro. What are we drinking on? What year are we talking about?
We talking about.
Are we still
early to mid 2000s?
Early mid 2000s.
So we gonna say Hope, which is Hennessy and Hypnotic. That's one drink. Mm-hmm. Now give me another drink. Out of them two, what we drinking?
It probably. I mean, I'm thinking about when you had the caddy, and we used to bust out that Grey Goose.
So you gonna choose the Goose over the Hope?
I probably am. If I'm thinking about when you had the caddy and we had to go half on the bottle, we getting the Grey.
I could fuck with that.
And then we gonna get a good amount out of it because we didn't get no small bottle. We got that big ass bottle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We chasing it going straight.
Oh man, you remember how we used to do it? We used to do. All right, this is what we used to do. We get our Dixie cups and no ice, and we do a quarter of the cup, take a shot, just to start it off.
Right.
Then after that, it was like, okay, now we're gonna make a big boy cup because now we're gonna go pretty slow with it, but it's gonna hit us in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how I remember us doing it.
So that's Florida. Now we got people from Louisiana on you know what I'm saying, on the line too now. So I've never been in Louisiana. Mm-hmm. So what, like, give me a perfect night in Louisiana. Like break down where you gonna go, what you gonna drink, what you gonna eat.
I mean, if you're in New Orleans, I mean, first of all, you're not gonna stay in one spot. That's just not gonna happen. I mean, you basically you're gonna be bar hopping most of the time. And then where you might fuck up at, or you may not fuck up at, but you still gonna feel good, is that you're gonna go to this one specific bar. I can't remember the name of it right now, but they give you those hand grenades.
Okay.
See, you got to take your time with them hand grenades because you fuck around. Because what happens is, I mean,
Mr. Worldwide, what it do?
Huh?
My homeboy in the comments, Mr. Worldwide.
Oh, okay.
I got to shout him out because dog, when I started the podcast, even though I'm getting this shit off the ground, he was the first nigga to try to invest in me, dog. He ain't asked no questions, bro. The nigga tried to put bread behind me, bro. So I got to shout that nigga out. He a real ass nigga, dog. I got to shout out Mr. Worldwide.
That's what's up, man. We need more niggas like that in the world, bro. For real, for real.
100.
But
100.
Yeah, them hand grenades though, bro. Gotta take your time with that shit, bro. Got to take your time.
I'm gonna tell you what fucked me up. What drink fucked me up in Atlanta, dog. I drank a pint of 1800 before I got to the club. Then we went to a lounge. When I went to the lounge, bro, that blue motherfucker shit. That shit fucked me up, bro. That drink right there, bro, I drank that shit one time and I never drank it again, bro. I never drank that shit again.
And see, bro, you in particular, you notorious for drinking fast, bro. Well,
yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, look. Hello?
Like, I'm talking about, oh, no, you remember when, shit.
Nah, listen, hey, since we on the line talking, tell them about that night we went to that party.
When in Boynton?
With all the gay bitches, yeah. Cause we both came back fucked up.
Is that
this when I had the DeVille? When I had the DeVille with the 12s in it.
I'm saying, like, that was in Boynton, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And it was like how yeah.
Bro, hey, we came back so fucked up.
Bro, I don't even know.
Hey, dog, listen, we got so many fucking stories, dog. Like, that shit ain't even funny, dog. Especially, I don't even know if I want to talk about this shit right now. Daytona, man. When we took the trip to Daytona.
No, we can talk about it, bro. It's not bad. It's bad, but it's not bad. But first of all, this one story, okay, with the gay women, I'm not homophobic. Whoever on live, just hear me out. We're not homophobic. We love everybody, right? So I remember I told this nigga right here, I'm like, bro, I was like, Mike, hey, let's go to this party. This nigga might be having a half a tank of gas in his car. He's like, bro, if you got the gas, bro, we can go. We can load up. I'm like, all right, bet. But then
started off with 89 now.
Yeah.
Remember, I ain't pay 87. I was paying 89 prices.
No, you're right, for sure. But your ass always came through with the bottle, though. I will say that. You was notorious for that. So we take this ride, the Boynton. Soon we pull up. I'm looking for the girl that invited me, or invited us rather. And I'm like, the vibe I had caught it. It was like, okay, now everybody over here from the hood, like, everybody, like, we got one little area they playing cards, another little area they drinking, another little area they talking, socializing, whatever. So we go in that motherfucker because for some reason we good for just going to people places and then we just walk in the door like we own that motherfucker. So this nigga Mike, he said, bro, because you used to do this thing where you used to tap me like kind of like on my leg or somebody, or on my arm or something like that, and you kind of like let me know like if you peep some shit. And he's like, bro, what's all these gay ass females doing here, bro? I thought this was like a like a party, like a mixture or whatever. But this is mostly like,
It ain't what got nothing against gay people. It wasn't nothing but gay hoes though. That's really all that it was. To be real with you.
It smelled like plastic in that motherfucker.
Nah, hey, but what fucked me up, we went to the kitchen. We had a bottle of And I never drank this shit again. This how, bro. This how I know we don't drink the same shit no more, bro. We was drinking exclusive, bro. We was fucking with exclusive back then, bro. We had a big ass bottle of exclusive, and we was getting. I was breaking out the garden. And we was in the kitchen. We about to roll up. And one of the bitches was like, "Oh, y'all about to smoke? Bitch, you matching? Cause you ain't fucking." And we bopped that. Hey, but the crazy part, we bopped out that bitch. We bopped out that bitch. All the niggas outside.
Yeah.
All the niggas outside trying to sell gas and shit. All the gay girls in the house, and all the niggas outside trying to sell weed. But somewhere in between us getting them and us getting back to your house, we got fucked up. Cause soon as I get out the car, bitch, I'm throwing up. I'm fucked up. I can't even get back to my house. I'm fucked up. I'm throwing up. I'm driving too now. Dog, I remember nights, dog. I don't even know if you remember this, dog. You remember like when I worked at the radio station and I used to get them big ass bottles of Amsterdam, dog. I'm talking about like them economy bottles of Amsterdam, bitch. You could throw a whole part. Like, bro, I could go get a whole jug, put fruit and all that, and you feel me?
Shout out.
I'm talking about all that shit. I could do all that shit with, bro.
Hey, shout out.
Bro, I used to drink like 3/4 of the bottle in a day, bro.
Bro, shout outs to JW Liquors, bro. For real. Shout out to JW Liquor, bro. If you ever lived in Riviera Beach, bro, 1st Street, 2nd Street, 3rd, whatever, Firehouse, whatever, you know about JW Liquor.
Bitch, they the only liquor store that's gonna provide you with cups and ice for free. You ain't paying shit.
That's gonna stay open 24 hours.
You ain't paying shit. Not no more. They don't. They close at like 3 in the morning now.
Bro, cut it out.
Nah, they close at 3 in the morning now. They stopped that shit like 2-3 months ago.
You serious?
Yeah. Ain't no more 20. Even the actual storefront where they cook the chicken wings at, they don't stay open 24 hours no more. They shut that shit down, boy.
Well,
they don't call this shit no pandemic no more. They call that bitch a panoramic, bitch.
Well, man,
panoramic. Hey, the panoramic that shut everything down.
The panoramic.
Never.
That's crazy. When they started doing that.
Hey, listen. Tell them. Listen, since we talking about a story, tell them about the story, bitch. We was like 21. We was like 21, 22. You had lied to me. You told me we was on Village. You had lied to me. You told me we was going to the you told me we was going to some girl house. She had a whole bunch of girls there, whatever.
I don't even.
Bitch, I go to the house.
Talk about that.
First of all, I parked the car and I let you out. I let you out the car. And I went to go park the car. I said, okay, go ahead in, cuz. You done lied to me and told me like, oh, there's gonna be a whole bunch of females there.
Okay, all right. So
I walk in the house.
Story.
It's pitch black. Ain't nobody in there.
No, let me tell the story correctly.
All I hear is Trey Songz. I try to go in the room. This nigga getting head behind the door. There's only one bitch in there now. Now, mind you, it's only a 3-minute window between me parking and this nigga getting up the stairs and getting head. This nigga runs down the stairs. He runs down the fucking stairs, right? I have no idea what the fuck going on. I run behind him because I don't know what the fuck going on.
Wait.
We get out the door. This nigga got a whole condom in his hand, running down the street, talking about, you see any holes in here, nigga? What? The fuck you talking about, Chris?
Okay, let me
find out the girl, mom, and dad in the other room sleep. Okay. Where you was a help, bro. In
Wait,
your
wait,
junior year, boy, you was a hell of a
wait,
nigga, boy.
wait.
You was a hell of a nigga, boy. Cause some of the shit you used to be having going on, boy. You was a hell of a nigga, boy.
Let me explain.
You can't
this.
explain that shit. Ain't no explaining that shit.
Listen, Linda. All right, check me out. So what happened was, originally it was set up to where, like, cause you know, I don't do no crazy shit like that too often.
Chris, I got hella stories.
Listen, check me out. So it was.
You my best friend now. I got hella stories now.
That's just one. I understand. I'm gonna let you know if you
hey, don't make me go Brian, but not on your ass. One. Hey, bitch, I got hella stories now.
No, but check me out though. So, oh, don't do it because I'll bring Daytona up.
That's dead. That's dead. That's dead. We ain't doing that.
Check me out though. So how it happened was like, no, everything you said was pretty much true. Now, as far as like, because how everything happened, it happened really, really, really fast, and we were intoxicated. We were drinking a little bit. We were intoxicated, but
not that night.
Yeah, not that night. So I don't know. Like I was already kind of paranoid because around them times, like a nigga had to be snuck.
This nigga say he was paranoid, but I walk in the house, his nigga upstairs getting hit. That's within 3 minutes of me parking the car and me walking into people's house.
Bro, you walked in there.
But he paranoid.
You know what's funny? I know the funny shit is, this shit gonna be funny, y'all. I remember the outfit and everything this nigga had on that day. This nigga had on them red Derrick Rose sneakers with some khaki pants.
Hey,
with the I think it was like an Atlanta Braves fitted hat, or it was a Falcons hat. As a matter of fact, it was a Falcons hat with a hoodie on, and he had his glasses on. I know exactly what that nigga had on that day. This nigga walked up the stairs. This nigga texting all kind of shit. You hear the chimes and shit. So I'm like, oh my God, thank God for Mike. But then at the same time, I'm like, wait a minute now. The parents is right over there.
But how was you, bro? But how the fuck was you bold enough? I'm talking about y'all had Trey Songz blasting, bro. How the fuck was you bold enough to get head from a bitch while her parents in the other room and y'all blasting Trey Songz?
Well, see, first of all, I didn't even know that was about to transpire, bro.
How the fuck you ain't know nigga you was in the room?
Bro, I walked in the room, bro, and boom, shit just started happening, bro. I wasn't even trying to do anything, bro.
You don't never think. That's the problem. Your ass don't never fucking think.
Bro, because I don't be thinking like, oh yeah, this gonna happen, this gonna transpire, whatever. I don't be thinking that shit. I just be thinking like, I'm finna come over here, because let me tell you something, back then, like, women will say one thing, but then they'll do a whole nother thing. Like, they just be talking.
Your ass was reckless, dog. That's all that shit was.
I was a little reckless. I mean, I'm not proud of it, really, but, shit just happened.
Your ass was reckless, bro. Your ass was fucking reckless, bitch.
So, wait a minute. Do you want to talk about Daytona?
Nah, we good. We good on that. Hey, we good on that.
Like, you want to talk about
that? Now, bro. We can't be bringing up no type of story, bro. I'm good on that. But hey, listen though. So one thing that you did do that I didn't do, you did go to school. You went to college and shit. So tell me, like, how would you describe a good night like in college, like going out? Because the only college experience I ever really had was like, going to like homecomings, you know what I'm saying, like Florida Classic and shit like that. But I didn't actually go to school. I didn't attend school. So like,
I mean, well, my freshman year, going to Grambling State, bro, like the first party I went to was after I think we call it the convocation. It's like when you like, I might be saying it wrong, but it was basically when all the freshmen get together. We're supposed to wear white button down with black slacks, and we basically kind of get like almost like familiar with the school and shit. And we all met at the old no, not the old, but the auditorium and shit. And literally, like how college goes as a freshman, like somebody starts a buzz. Like back then, it was all about Twitter, so everybody was doing. We had, as a freshman class, we started a hashtag which was Graham Fam, and then the year that we're expected to graduate, or maybe the year that we came in or whatever.
Right.
So, which is still going strong today. Like people will say Graham Fam 22 or 23 or 24 or whatever.
Right.
Whatever year you're gonna graduate. So basically, we started a buzz on Twitter, and that was when Uvu was still around, Skype was still around, and shit like that. So the first party was, oh my gosh, like, well, first of all, everybody don't have cars. Most of the student body wasn't necessarily from Louisiana. A lot of people was from different places.
So real quick, not mean to cut you off. So would you say, because you went to like 3 different schools, would you say Grambling was like the best college experience you had?
It's a toss-up. It's between Grambling State and it's between Fresno State.
What was the other one?
Fresno State.
Fresno?
Mm-hmm. Fresno State was like your typical movie college. Like where, it's not a predominantly black school. It's a mixture. You're gonna go to bonfires and all that other kind of stuff, shit that you see in the movies. And I'm gonna fuck your head up with this one. The Divine Nine in at Fresno State was not really, in a sense, running the yard. It was these other white fraternities and sororities. They were throwing the craziest parties, but they had the funding for it.
Right.
Like they mommy and daddy was like mechanical engineers and shit like that. So they gave their, and then some of them were actually in the frat, so they gave money to the frat.
Mm-hmm.
But they threw the most craziest parties, bro. I'm talking about, I seen some shit, like, I was just like, this is some shit I seen on, like, not another teen movie or American Pie or some shit like that, bro. Like, for real.
Yeah, man. Brandon, where the hell my cousin at? Tell his ass to get on here. Know his motherfucking ass still up. He ain't sleep. Wait that nigga ass up. But that's one, what's crazy though? I'm gonna tell you some real shit, bro. Like, when it came to like school and shit, I didn't go to school because, I was living in Atlanta at the time. So I was living with my pops. And I just felt like, due to everything I had going on home, I just wasn't comfortable with going to school because I was supposed to go to Stillman in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
And like they were so 100 about everything because I wanted to go for journalism, and like they was like, if we had to recommend a school, we would recommend FAMU. But me being from Florida, I'm like, I don't want to go to no fucking FAM. You know what I'm saying? Like, not nothing against them, but like I was trying to experience something different. Like, if I had to go to FAM, yeah, but I'm like, I don't want to go to FAM because I'm like, I know I'm gonna run into a whole bunch of people I went to high school with. You know what I'm saying? When I lived in Florida, I want to experience something different. So looking back on it, like watching all y'all, cause you know y'all was a little bit younger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like me going to visit y'all at school and shit like that, and going to homecomings and going to like the classic and all that shit. I'm like, damn, dog. Like if I would have really went to school, I would have had motherfuckers that had my back. Like I probably would have been better off going to school than me not going to school. Not saying that I did bad, because I mean, I did start off, you know what I'm saying, working like my dream job. You know what I'm saying? I did start working in my profession. A lot of niggas can't say that. Like, I got out of high school, did a little internship for a little bit, and got into broadcasting. And even though I wanted to be a commentator or analyst and shit, I did get an offer to go to Connecticut, ESPN, to be an intern, but I turned it down. I'm like, I don't know nobody up there. I don't got no 9 to 5. Like, I turned the shit down, and I ended up moving back to Florida because I was supposed to go to the Air Force. And, you know, with all that shit going on, you know, me, you know, trying to jump back in the streets and shit like that, some kind of way, like, God found a way to, like, get me into radio, bro. And I got into radio and I just interned. Like, me jumping in the radio got me out of the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, got me out of, like, doing all that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, kind of like, once I found my lane with that, it was just like, shit, fuck all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Even rest in peace on my dog. My dog had went off to college somewhere in Virginia. He came back home talking about he want to move back home. And you know how Palm Beach is, man. That street life getting enticing and shit. And you think you missing some shit every time you move away. That nigga came back home and got killed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, this nigga was just talking about moving back home. And I was telling that nigga, like, bro, like, don't come back home, bro. Like, you know, you a star when you got that football in your hand, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Keep going to college, keep doing your thing. Now, mind you, I'm down bad at this time. Like, I ain't really got shit going on. But I had just started interning this shit. And I'll never forget, I had my sister's phone that day because I ain't had no phone. And I got a phone call from him. I'm probably one of the last people he talked to. And he was like, he said, you seen my little brother? I say, nah. I say, I ain't seen your little brother. I say, I ain't talked to him, you know, all day. Because I've been up since like 9 o'clock this morning. Man, I get off of work, man. I get a phone call, man. This nigga in the hospital shot. Got shot in the head, bro. Looking for a little brother, dog. Crazy, bro. Crazy, dog. That's why I say, bro, like, even though I didn't get to experience school, I don't regret it. But if I could go back, I would have went to school. I feel like God spared me, dog. Like, God, like, really, like, he really spared my life. Like, and I'm not gonna say I was supposed to go to college and no shit like that. But the fact that I didn't go to college and I was able to make a way, you know what I'm saying, straight out of high school, getting out the streets, and then doing the internship, like, I had all the odds against me, bro, and I still made it out that shit, bro. Like, that shit was like a beautiful feeling, dog. Like, I'll never forget that shit, bro. I'll never forget that shit, bro. Like, that experience was like crazy, bro. That was probably one of the wildest rides of my life, bro. Like, G shit. That's why I say, like, you, Beezy, Keys, like, y'all niggas, bro, like, y'all niggas was the reason why I stayed out the street, bro, because I hung around y'all, because y'all weren't street niggas. Like, y'all was like niggas that was in college and school. Y'all was doing other shit. You know what I'm saying? So I got to experience all that other shit from being around y'all, and I started letting my guard down and shit like that. Like, even now, like, when I go to the club now, like, I be uneasy as fuck because everybody I know too many niggas that went to the club and then lost their life in the club, and you know what I'm saying, they got fucked up in the club. Like, it's not that I don't like the club, it's just like everything about the club to me is just like, damn, bro, like, niggas getting whacked, niggas getting knocked out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, you gotta think. You gotta think. Let's just. I'm gonna give you some politics shit, and I don't even like politics. But you remember when Reverend Masters had Reverend Masters had went up for mayor,
Okay, yeah.
And he passed, that gun law thing, that commercial did, lock them up, lock them up, lock them up.
Right. Yeah.
So I remember Sunset was kind of still going. Continental was kind of picking up. Liquid Lounge was still pretty much going strong. Shout out to Digford photos, catching a lot of shit. I think didn't you introduce me to him or something like that? We was over at his house.
Eric did.
Huh?
Eric introduced you to Digford.
Okay, so
because around that time, I remember my mom was battling cancer. So I was out of all that shit. I was laying low and shit because I was trying to make, I was trying to provide, for the family I had at the time, and then my mama, she battling cancer and trying to make sure my brothers and sisters straight. Like I had all that shit going on there.
I'm not gonna lie, them days, and I remember them days in Orleans Court. Those are some good times. Definitely some good times. But what I was about to say was, Sunset, Continental, Liquid Lounge. I feel like I'm missing somebody, but the Beach Club.
Man.
Beach Club.
Dog. The Beach Club was crazy. Listen, not me to cut you off. Beach Club was crazy because them niggas had a couch in the middle of the fucking club, bro. Niggas used to be on the couch, sleep. Then the picture booth was on the other side. You got niggas over there taking pictures with their click. And that's how you know a fight break out.
Yep.
Beach Club was crazy. Bro, you took it back then, bro. Beach Club was crazy.
I remember, like the song, and then you remember the dances that's that Full Service and Roosevelt and shit like that. Oh man, the skating ring. I think.
Let me ask you this, because I ain't go to either school. Who was worse, Kennedy or Roosevelt?
Well, it was. I mean, it was Kennedy for the most part.
Why you say Kennedy?
Because Kennedy had real niggas over there.
I ain't gonna count. My 7th grade year, I tried to go to Kennedy, right? They told me no. They told me but 6th grade. Because our class was so bad, they put 6th grade back in elementary, right? They say, so I went to Kennedy to try to get in because I'm like, okay, Kennedy, one of the worst schools. So I'm like, Kennedy ain't going to accept me, you know what I'm saying? So we went to Kennedy. Kennedy told me no. But my grandma, she knew the administration at Kennedy. So she was like, do you really want to go to Kennedy? I said, hell no, I don't want to go to no motherfucking. Hell no, I want to go. Bro, them niggas used to have blades and shit. And
I mean, you had to
talk about top 5 artists, dog. And I was just telling my homeboy, I said top 5 artists from Palm Beach. I told him you was one of them. And I said definitely not because of like, singles and shit, because we don't care about that shit no more. I said, but the way that nigga rocked the crowd. I said, my nigga know how to rock a crowd.
Right.
Bitch, if you ever been to Playhouse 2, you know how to wear hats. If you ain't never been to Playhouse 2, you don't know how to wear hats. But if you been to Playhouse 2, you know my dog.
Yeah.
But fucking Kennedy, I ain't want no parts of that shit. I ain't want no parts of that shit.
If you didn't know nobody, and you just out there, and you ain't. I mean, because back then everybody was kind of like, in a sense, clicked up a little bit.
Bruh, I'm from S Avenue, and I ain't want to fuck with Kennedy, bro.
And then they had that whole The whole thing, like it was like a division at first. It was like Firehouse, and it was 33rd, 32nd, downtown.
So let me ask you a question. Since you called it out neighborhood, what was one neighborhood you would refuse to go in now?
Believe it or not, it was two that I probably wouldn't have gone to, and that was Pinewood was Pinewood was elite.
That was hereditary for me because I used to ride the bus with all them niggas. Like they was in route on my bus. This one I stayed out west. So that was hereditary, so I had to be in Pinewood every day.
It was Pinewood, it was Believe It or Not, and it's probably quiet now because there's a lot of older people over there. Grimacy. Shit. I forgot what the neighborhood was called, over there by where the old Suncoast used to be, but now it's Inlet Grove. Right by the park.
I know what you're talking about. You talking about Bravo.
Yeah.
You talking about Bravo.
There you go.
Hey, listen, check this out. I got a funny ass story. I used to fuck with a bitch out there, right? So this like before cell phones and all that shit. So I called myself going out there to Broadmoor one time, right? But I went out there with my homeboy. But when I went out there, I had a baseball bat with me, right? Nigga, when I tell you when I went out to Broadmoor, bro, every nigga in that bitch had eyes on that dog. I ain't never experienced that walking in no other neighborhood ever in Palm Beach, bro. Like, we literally walked in there, and halfway through us walking in there, I said, man, fuck this shit, let's turn around. And I had a bat in my hand. So I knew even if we was gonna get jumped, bitch, I'm still gonna fuck somebody up. Somebody gonna get hit across their shit. But Broadmoor was probably the only neighborhood I ever walked in. And I'm talking about Tamron. Like, I done lived in the Bean. I done pretty much lived everywhere in Palm Beach you could think of. But, like, Broadmoor, dog, like, that shit, that was some shit, boy.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna throw this out here, too. Tiffany Lakes.
Tiffany Lakes went bad, though.
Tiffany
Lakes went bad, though. Tiffany Lakes, that's crazy. I ain't never had no static. With nobody out there in Tiffany Lakes. I didn't in Broadmoor either. It was just Broadmoor was just one of them neighborhoods where, like, if a bitch don't know your face, they're not gonna fuck with you type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just how that shit was. I mean, shit, that's how I want to say between 2005 to 2000, maybe like 8 or 9. That's how this avenue was. That's how we was. Like, if we ain't know who the fuck you was, like, bitch, it's a chance, bitch, you might get your shit wet up. That's just how that shit was.
But I ain't gonna lie, like, it's just, like I said, it's one of them things, like, if nobody knew you and you was an unfamiliar person, like, ain't nobody ever seen you before, you was gonna get checked. You was gonna get called out some kind of way. And your shit, and around that time, your hands better be official, because
I know a lot of niggas that can't fight that shooters now. They shooters now.
It be like that sometimes, bro.
But it ain't got no name on it. Them hands do though.
Huh?
Them hands do.
Oh yeah.
But the bullet ain't got no name on it.
And that was around that time when, like, they did the little DVD.
You say gangster. You say, bro. The crazy part about gangsters and thugs, dog. You could go anywhere in fucking America, dog. You say gangsters and thugs. That's the only way a bitch gonna know about Palm Beach County, bro.
Pretty much.
Cause like when I first moved to Atlanta, and they asked me, they was like, where you from? They was like, I was like, I saw I'm from Florida. They was like, what part? I'm like, shit, I'm from Palm Beach County. I'm from Red Beach. Them niggas, they ain't know the fuck I was talking about. Them niggas used to call me Miami, dog. Cause all they knew was Miami and Orlando. They ain't know shit up. They ain't even know Tampa. Them niggas used to call me Miami, dog. But like now, if you talk about Florida now, you say something about Palm Beach. First thing a bitch gonna say, oh yeah, gangsters and thugs. That's the first thing a bitch gonna talk about.
Hey, whatever. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to change gears, but what happened to your boy Money Q Green, bro?
He's still doing his thing. He's still out here. He posted that shit about R. Kelly. I talked about that yesterday. R. Kelly getting 10 years to life for sex trafficking.
Yeah, he got, and then he didn't even have his court date in Chicago yet. He just been in New York. That's the crazy part about it.
Let me ask you a question real quick, cause me and my cousin touched on this yesterday when I filmed. May said that Andre 3000 don't say nothing. He never said anything great. Basically, rapping. Mace came out with a quote talking about Southern rappers. You know, everybody praised Andre 3000. Like we look at Andre 3000 as a GOAT, but Mace was on some shit like, when I listen to his music, I don't hear nothing great out of his mouth.
That's not true.
This was my opinion on it. My opinion on it was niggas from the North got their own vibe, bro. Music then is not how music is today. Like right now, if you listen to the rap game right now, everybody trying to sound like Detroit. Everybody trying to sound like Detroit. Everybody trying to sound like what's the nigga name? 42 Dugg, the fat nigga, I can't even think of the fat nigga name from Flint, Michigan. Doughboys Cash Out, like all them niggas, like niggas sound like them niggas right now, cause that's the type of beats that they rapping on, like Sada Baby, like all them niggas, like that's the type of shit everybody rapping on right now. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel it. I mean, I feel like it was like what Trick Daddy said in the interview one time, bro. It was the Breakfast Club too. It's like trying to find your sound with everything, because Florida was on. I mean, well, as far as like down south, they were talking about, you know, that bass music, that booty music. That's what they would call it. So, like, trying to be unique and trying to find that sound and still be able to have that support was everything coming up. So it almost like you almost had to rap the sound that was already kind of just made for us.
That shit hard. It's hard or not.
It is. It really is, because I mean, well,
it is, bro. You gotta understand. I'm an artist. My dog Hat's an artist. Like, it's a lot of great artists, dog. It's harder now because it's more resources. A nigga can literally, just how I'm doing this podcast in my office, dog, a nigga can literally go in their phone, rap on TikTok or some shit, just say 8 bars, and the shit go viral. Because today it's not about skill set, bro. Everything is a popularity contest now. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm back.
No, I said everything is a popularity contest now. Like, it's not about skill set anymore.
I mean, and I mean, it's true. I mean, it's definitely true, man. I mean, you have to be at the end of the day, you have to be marketable. and sometimes that may mean you have to get out of your element a little bit.
Okay, but marketable today is doing dumb shit. You know how the baby, not Lil Baby, you know how the baby got put on?
No.
He was at South by Southwest in Texas. The nigga walked around with a diaper on. The only reason why Lil Nas X staying relevant outside of Old Town Road because he doing dumb shit. He kissing niggas on stage, and I don't got nothing against gay people. He putting blood in shoes. He's doing all that dumbass shit. Like everything is about gimmicks. Okay, I'm gonna give you one example. Suki can't rap for shit, and I don't got nothing against Suki. I respect Suki because I respect her hustle. Suki, the first rap bitch to do a music video on OnlyFans, release it on OnlyFans, and have bitches eating pussy in her video and fucking in her video. Now remember BET Uncut, man. You had Tip Drill with bitches popping pussy and showing pussy and shit like that. But this bitch got hoes fucking and eating pussy.
I mean, at the end of the day, what really is the big question is now, what I think he said shout out to the LBGT.
Nah, G shit, because I don't want nobody feeling like, you know what I'm saying, like we against gay. It ain't nothing like that, but I'm just saying, like, you know how sensitive the world is today. Like, but I'm saying, like, they're promoting gay and lesbian stuff on TV, like even with the kids and the cartoons and shit. So he's basically a tool, basically. Lil Nas X is basically a tool.
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, you know what? I have to tip my hat off to him. I mean, yeah, don't get it twisted. Like, I got people who are, you know, in that community and whatnot, and, you know, I get it. Like, but if we talking about getting that support needed for you to push your music, you do any and everything that you need to do in order for your music to get pushed out there. Like,
nah, I don't know about all that.